Here are some common mistakes when making left turns. Advancing when light is green but not yielding to oncoming traffic will result in a collision if there's an oncoming vehicle. Advancing when light is green but failing to shoulder check for pedestrians at the crosswalk, which results in a situation of failing to yield to pedestrians and oncoming vehicles.
Turning too wide as a result of excessive speed may cause a collision. Also, a potential hazard is created by drivers who accelerate towards the intersection to beat a flashing hand signal. At a high speed, the vehicle is unable to turn into the left lane. Instead, it enters into the right lane, forcing the other vehicle to take evasive action.
Turning left at the same time as a right-turning vehicle is turning into the adjacent lane. This situation creates crash potential. A large vehicle waiting to make a left turn from the opposite side may obstruct your view of oncoming vehicles. Taking a risk and turning left while unsure of oncoming traffic may result in a collision. Finally, following another vehicle into the intersection is not permitted. Only one vehicle should advance into the intersection at a time. The correct approach to make a left turn with a dedicated left turn lane is to enter dedicated left turn lane as soon as possible. Observe signals and shoulder check. If the traffic signal shows an arrow indicated turn, proceed when arrow is green. If there's no arrow, advance into the intersection, keeping vehicle wheels straight, yield to oncoming vehicles and pedestrians at crosswalks, and then proceed when safe into the left lane. The correct approach to make a left turn without a dedicated left turn lane is to wait for the green light in the left lane. When light is green, advance into the intersection, keeping vehicle wheels straight, and proceed when oncoming vehicles have cleared the intersection and pedestrians have cleared the crosswalk. In a traffic circle, some common mistakes when turning 1/4 of the way around are entering into the circle and not yielding to traffic in the circle, making a right turn from the left or inside lane, exiting the circle and not yielding to pedestrians at crosswalks.
For a 1/4 of the way around, the correct approach is to enter from the right or outside lane. Signal right, yield to pedestrians and traffic in the circle, proceed when safe, and exit in the right lane.
A common mistake by drivers traveling halfway around is changing lanes in the traffic circle. When you enter from the left or inside lane, do not change lanes in the traffic circle and exit from the right or outside lane. This may result in cutting other vehicles off or causing a collision.
To drive halfway around a traffic circle, the correct approach is to enter from the left or inside lane. Signal left, yield to pedestrians and traffic in the circle, and proceed when safe. Exit by signaling right and staying in the left or inside lane. To drive halfway around, you may also enter from the right or outside lane. Though this method is not preferred, it is permitted. Signal left, yield to pedestrians and traffic in the circle, and proceed when safe. Be sure to yield to traffic in the inside lane and exit by signaling right and staying in the right or outside lane. For a 3/4 of the way around, it's unsafe to enter or proceed around the circle from the right or outside lane.
Another mistake is to change lanes in the traffic circle. When you enter from the left or inside lane, do not change lanes in the circle and exit in the right or outside lane. This may result in cutting other vehicles off or causing a collision.
For a 3/4 of the way around, the correct approach is to enter from the left or inside lane. Signal left, yield to pedestrians and traffic in the circle, and then proceed when safe. Exit by signaling right and staying in the left or inside lane. Parallel parking requires practice. You must also learn to judge if a parking space is large enough for your vehicle. Some common mistakes when parallel parking are backing too quickly and not turning the wheel at the appropriate time, therefore failing to enter the parking space properly. Making too wide of an angle when backing into the space, thereby hitting the curb. Not backing in far enough and therefore being too far from the curb. The correct approach to parallel parking is to stop when the rear bumper of your vehicle is in line with the rear bumper of the front vehicle. Be sure to leave about 1 meter of space between the vehicles. Then back very slowly while steering sharply to the right until the vehicle is at approximately 45-degree angle with the curb. Straighten your wheels and continue backing until the right end of your front bumper is in line with the back end of the front vehicle. Turn the wheel sharply to the left as far as it will go and back up until your vehicle is parallel with the curb. Move forward slowly while straightening your wheels and center your vehicle between the two parked vehicles. A common mistake when exiting a parallel parking space is not signaling your intentions to leave and not checking for traffic, thereby causing a collision. The correct approach to exit a parallel parking space is to first back your vehicle to make more room for exiting, then move very slowly forward while steering to the left to preposition the wheels, check for traffic, signal left, shoulder check, and exit when safe.